The man drinks 5 kilograms of water every day, but he never goes to the bathroom. Even if a drop or two leaks out, he still holds on. Finally, the prison serves soybeans for lunch, and he doesn't say a word, swallowing them all in one bite. When the warden comes to inspect, he pretends to choke on the food on purpose, then spits out all the soybeans in one go. The warden is so grossed out that he tells his men to take this guy named James to the infirmary right away. The doctor figures out the problem quickly. It's most likely a bacterial infection from drinking tap water for a long time, and a single injection in the infirmary will cure it. But James has drunk too much water and is dying to go to the bathroom. He's yelling and making a scene, like he's gonna have an accident any second. The nurse has no choice but to ask the inmate who's cleaning nearby to take him to the bathroom. No one knows, though, there's a secret passage hidden in that tiny bathroom stall. James tells that inmate to stand guard at the door. Then he climbs onto the toilet, uses the tools he hid there beforehand to open the tissue cabinet. And the space behind the cabinet is just big enough for one person to get through. After he goes in, he puts everything back the way it was, like nothing ever happened. The passage leads all the way to the tool room. They take a piece of wood from there and attach it to the bottom of a transport truck. As long as both of them hide inside the wood, the rearview mirrors won't spot them when the truck passes the checkpoint. When the transport truck stops at a gas station, they break free from the wood, take off their disguise, jump down, then get into their partner's blue sports car and drive away, successfully escaping from the prison. But this is only their first step. The big racing event starts on time, and James' accomplice in the prison sees the time on TV is about right, so he gives the bearded guy a look. The bearded guy stands up right away, walks over to his rival, and calls him a sissy. The two sides start fighting instantly, and a huge brawl breaks out all over the prison. The guards immediately sound the alarm. They've never seen such a big commotion before. The warden picks up the phone and orders his men to seal all the entrances and exits, and not to open them for a while. The nurse hasn't even figured out what's going on when a door shuts her off, so she can't see what happens to James next. One of the warden's men picks up the phone to call for backup, but the warden stops him because doing that would seriously hurt his performance. They've totally figured out the warden's little tricks, and all the guards in the room are taken control of. The warden tries to negotiate with them, but the inmates don't listen. They smear soybean paste on the security cameras, then block the windows with lunch trays and tinfoil, so no one outside can see what's going on inside the room. The reason they're doing all this is to buy James time for his mission after escaping, because James needs enough time to carry out his real plan, robbing all the cash in the racing event's vault.